Hi everyone, welcome to our session for today, which is entitled The Transformation Impact of Advanced AI Technologies on the Workforce. I'm going to just show you a brief demo on how advancing AI technologies can impact workforce and at the same time organizational workflows at the same time, which it can help optimize, improve workflows, maximize efficiency and productivity at the same time. So I'm going to show you some few tools that I'm currently using right now, which is quite helpful for me. Which is one of it is Google AI Studio and also Perplexity and then Gemini as well. As you can see, I'm currently conducting a deep research using Gemini, but I'm going to show you specifically about Google AI Studio and Perplexity on how I use these tools to a much more efficient way. So, just to give you a brief background, Google AI Studio, it's actually one of Google's AI platforms where it helps developers and also builders experiment different AI models using prompts. And then also, it has some few helpful features specifically for non-developers. So I'm going to show you the share screen feature. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to share an entire screen and then I'm going to go to Perplexity. Okay, so I'm currently on Perplexity Pro and I wanted to do uh, a deep comprehensive research. So I already have my prompt ready. So can you tell me what are the next step that I should do on this platform?
Okay, you're on Perplexity Pro and you've got your prompt ready for a deep, comprehensive research project. And now you're asking what the next step should be on the platform. Is that
Yes,
correct?
yes,
X steps should be on the platform. Are you ready to submit the prompt as it is currently written?
yes. So should I click this button?
Yes, clicking the send button, which is the arrow, will submit your prompt.
Okay. So
The
what's
page
next?
Now the platform is generating an answer to your prompt, which you can see on the screen. Is there anything specific you're looking for in this response?
Yeah, can you explain to me basically what Perplexity is doing right now?
Right now, Perplexity Pro is gathering credible and up to date sources on emerging and advancing AI technologies. And it's also searching for case studies and autonomous agent frameworks based on your prompt. Does that answer your question?
Yes. Also, I'm going to switch to Gemini because I was also doing the same deep research earlier. So, can you explain to me exactly what Gemini is doing right now?
All right, you've switched over to Gemini and you're asking what it's doing right now. I see it's analyzing results for AI workforce transformation research. Is there something specific about that process you'd like me to explain?
Yes. On this panel, can you just briefly explain to me what Gemini is doing or working on right now?
On this panel, Gemini is giving you a comprehensive understanding of AI's impact, quantifying productivity and addressing inequality, and considering ethical and regulatory issues. Would you like a deeper dive into any of those areas?
Okay. Basically, since you're seeing my screen, can you just at least explain to me exactly what Gemini is doing as a whole in this process? What's basically its thought process, what it's thinking, what it's doing, since I've asked Gemini to do a deep research, same with Perplexity.
Right now, Gemini is working on a comprehensive research study to explore emerging AI technologies for workforce and broader market applications. Based on your prompt, it's now focusing on identifying key technologies and their definitions, as well as looking at initial data to find gaps and identify next research actions. Does that all make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. How about Perplexity? Would you think Perplexity was able to provide me what I've requested?
Perplexity was able to provide an executive summary of the research, including key findings about generative AI tools and workforce impacts, as well as links to some specific sources. Is that what you were looking for?
Yeah, but there's one thing that I'm concerned. I know that these tools can make mistakes. So, how can I fact check at least or do a sample QA to ensure the accuracy of its responses or content.
That's a really good point. Given that these tools can make mistakes, one approach to fact checking or doing a sample QA would be to focus on the sources that Perplexity and Gemini cite and then verify that the information in those sources accurately reflects what the AI is telling you. Does that sound like a good approach?
Okay, so I'm noticing some things that whenever I actually hover it. So, is this the one that you're referring to?
It looks like when you hover over the links in Perplexity, it gives you a preview of the source. So you can quickly glance at the source material without leaving the page. Would you like to try verifying some of the claims by using this feature?
Yeah, I just click it right now. So it says here that, let's see, let me try another sample. Maybe this one, 14% of global workforce. Okay, so it says here that 14% of global workers will require career transition by 2030 due to AI displacement. So when I click this link, can you verify if the source is accurate or correct?
Okay, I've looked at the article 60 plus stats on AI replacing jobs 2025 on explodingtopics.com. I can confirm that it mentions that A, I could force 14% of all workers to change career by 2030, citing McKinsey as the source. So, at least at a glance, the claim seems to be accurate.
Okay, I see. Let me try another sample. So how about this one? So if I click the dev community, initially Perplexity says vibe coding democratizing SaaS development through AI assisted workflows. So when I click this article, so I want you to take a glance and see if the claim is indeed correct or accurate. So can you tell me if what Perplexity is saying, which is vibe coding, democratizing size development through AI assisted workflow, does indeed accurate or is indeed accurate?
After reviewing the linked article, it appears that Perplexity's description of vibe coding as democratizing SaaS development through AI assisted workflows is generally accurate. The article discusses using AI to simplify and streamline the process of building SaaS applications, which aligns with the idea of democratizing development.
Okay, I see. Last, how about this one? It says here, Oxford Skill Scale project reveals AI competency premiums 18 to 25% for technical roles, while human-centric skills, critical thinking, resilience become 30% more valued as AI handles analytical tasks. So when I click this article, so I wasn't sure if the claim is accurate. Can you confirm if this supporting document does support this claim?
Having reviewed the article from the Oxford Internet Institute, it does appear to support the claim that human centric skills like critical thinking and resilience are becoming more valued as AI handles analytical tasks. The article discusses how AI is changing the types of skills employers seek and highlights the importance of adapting to new job requirements by learning new skills and reskilling. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, I think that's all. Thank you so much. Appreciate all your help.
You're welcome. I'm glad I could help.
Okay, thank you so much for listening. So that's an example of one of the tools that I'm using. So let's go back to Gemini. So while I was discussing Perplexity in Google AI Studio, I was already conducting a deep research using Gemini. This is similar to Perplexity. This is also a standalone chatbot. In addition to that, I'm using Gemini 2.5 Pro since I'm currently using Gemini Advanced for Google Workspace, which is Google Workspace business account. So please note that some of the features that I've used may not be available for free versions. So um, basically, we can confirm that Gemini was able to also conduct a deep research, similar on what we see on Perplexity. So you can see the proper section where the claim or the information was highlighted. So again, so these tools may make mistakes, so it's best for us to apply the human in the loop approach, which means that we are working on top of the AI itself. And that's all for this quick demo. So thank you very much.